Chicago. No one sings it better than Trish from Victoria. It's all I could really think about while giving the information for this speech. We can't really say Chicago isn't interesting because I can promise you that a lot of shows you watch are based in Chicago. You probably watched or heard of Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. They are very popular shows on television. Today I'll be talking about Chicago's original founder, its development, and its culture. The life story of Gene Point Dusible is pretty short, but the achievements and progress that he made during his time reflect how those achievements precede him even after death. Although historians don't know much about him, they did collect the important details of his life. The story of Gene Dusible's life is short from our point of view, but was probably very expensive based off of the things that we do know about him. Gene was born in Haiti to a mother who was a slave and a father who was a French mariner. Traveling with his father to France, he was educated enough in his childhood to eventually start helping his father as a mariner and learn many different languages in the process. Deciding to travel on his own, Dusible went to New Orleans, where he couldn't stay for long due to the new development and it becoming a Spanish possession. He traveled from there through the Mississippi River all the way to present-day Peoria, Illinois. He later traveled more and eventually met his wife, Catherine, and settled on the Chicago River. But before he could claim Chicago, he moved to Missouri, giving his land to a man named John Kinsey, who officially created Chicago. Chicago didn't officially become a town until 1833 and eventually a city in 1837. It later became the world's largest grain port and a big population of over 300,000 residents. In 1871, the whole city was demolished by a large fire and rebuilt astonishingly fast. Chicago was populated by mainly immigrants from Europe in the beginning of the development. That makes you wonder if the involvement of the residents contributed to the culture of Chicago now. When I think of Chicago, all I can think about is deep dish pieces and accents. Sounds weird, but since I've never been there, I only can think about what was portrayed in movies. When others think of Chicago, they probably think of their rich culture. Chicago is known for its music and its huge involvement in the arts, making it a birthing place for a lot of new celebrities and artists. And it seems that the food isn't so bad either. Deep dish pieces, Chicago-style hot dogs, just thinking about it gets my mouth watering. You can't forget the mafia either, a big part of Chicago back in the day, and probably now is the mafia. Al Capone, the big honcho, is still talked about to this very day. It's weird. It's a weird thing to have your culture set, but it's fun. Chicago. It's a weird thing to have in your culture set, but it's fun. Chicago may not be as mafia territory now, but it's still somewhere to rave about, from the culture to the build-up of said culture and the founding of the land. This speech was to inform you about Gene Dusible, but since there's not a lot of information about the man himself, I decided to inform you of the legacy he started. You heard of the man himself, Gene Dusible, the development of his once simple home and the culture that said home has acquired. There really seems to be nowhere better than Chicago.